Hey, what's up guys? Today I have a video on 7x7 tips and tricks. Now, a lot of these different tips can be applied to both 6x6 and 5x5, but I decided to just call it 7x7 tips and tricks because I'm using a 7x7 in the demonstration. So, as usual, if you have any tips or tricks that you want to share with me, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section as well. Okay, so tip number 1 is to be color neutral for centers on big cubes. Honestly, it is one of the easiest things to do. You might hear color neutral and be like, oh my gosh, that's hard. But in reality, it is not hard at all to be color neutral. For example, I normally solve white on a 3x3, so that's my cross color. However, when you look at this white right here and the white cases on the cube, it's really not that great, especially compared to something like this red, which already has the whole bar completed, and all I need to do is insert that. So definitely be color neutral for center building on 7x7 because it is really easy to do, and with just practice, it can make you a lot faster. My next tip for 7x7 is to not limit yourself to only solving certain bars at a time. So when I first started 7x7, I would solve this first bar first, and then I would solve the innards and then the outer ones. But now I'm getting faster and I look for anything that is close to being completed. So in this case, I would insert like that, and I already have a whole bar. But if I just ignored that and tried to get a inner bar done, I would have ruined that, and that would have been bad. So it might seem kind of like stupid that I'm saying that, but I'm only mentioning it because when I first started solving big cubes, it's something that I did. I would only look for the inner bars first and then the outer bars. Similarly, when you're solving centers, don't just look for a 1x5 bar. Also look for other opportunities. So right here, you have a 1x3 bar. I have another one here and another one here. So I know that I can easily insert that there and then insert this one. So you don't really have to limit yourself to doing only specific bars, especially if you have an easy case like that. This is a tougher thing to do, and I still struggle with it, but if you're able to see opportunities like that, it will help you a lot. So just try not to limit yourself to doing just 1x5 bars. For last two centers, there is normally a very easy case, at least somewhere on the cube. Sometimes you get unlucky, but for the most part, you normally have a bar that is almost completed, if not completed already. So this should definitely be your fastest center by far. So in this case, I can easily finish off this yellow, and then I can finish off this bar. I will be breaking this up, but that seems like the best opportunity, I guess you could say. But instead of inserting like that, I would probably insert like that because I just replaced. I may have removed this, but I also inserted this back in and that replaced there. That might not have made any sense, but now all I have to do to complete this bar is pair it up. And then here's a very easy way of doing that. And right here, in order to get these two on this side, you can easily shift them up like that, back down, and then you have the last center. One case that I used to do very inefficiently is this case right here, where you have the last piece that needs to go there, right here. And what I used to do is I would insert this and either just solve it like this. Or what I would do is I would take it or put that back in across and then complete it and insert it. However, now I've learned that it is so much easier than that, and all you really got to do is you got to bring up this bar that is the opposite color, or the one that's not completed, bring it back down, and you've basically got that. And now you can complete it and insert it, and it's just a lot quicker. I know that seems kind of dumb, but I only recently started doing that, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize that I could do that, but that is just one example. Okay, so my tips for edges is just to turn extremely fast to try to find the pieces. There's a lot of places you have to look in order to find pieces when doing the edges, so you just got to turn as fast as possible. Another thing that I tend to do, or I used to do more when I was trying to improve, is to put all of the completed edges on one side. So once you have all of these filled in, you will be able to just put that down there and not have to search around all of the bottom edges and keep flipping the cube around to try to find pieces. So I recommend when you're trying to get faster to just put all the 4 edges that you saw first on one side. So now all you have to look at is this part of the cube. For last 4 edges, these can be super duper annoying and kind of slow to solve. So the main things I look for are little ones that are already grouped together, like this or this, just to build off of those. I'm not a huge fan of cases where you have 2 pieces like that but not the right center, because then you have to do a ton of moves. But I would probably build off of this in this case, because I have this chunk right here, and what I would do is I would bring it down, do the flipping alg, and bring it like that, and now you're pretty much done this edge except for this. So then you would do the same thing with parity, and what I can easily do is just bring these 2 across, do the flipping alg, and then there you have that. For that, the key to solving 7x7 is to just go as fast as you can, because there are a lot of pieces that you have to find, and the only way you'll be able to see them is if you turn and look as fast as you can on it. But I hope this video helped some of you, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!